This tutorial is for 4th grade, Module 5, Lesson 3. The directions say decompose each fraction modeled by a tape diagram as a sum of unit fractions, and then we are to write the equivalent multiplication sentence. To start with, if we look at our tape diagram, we can see it has been broken into 4 equal groups, and 3 of those groups have been shaded. That shows the fraction 3/4. To write it as the sum of unit fractions, we need to show 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4, because a unit fraction is a fraction with a numerator of 1. So 3/4 is 3 groups of 1/4. To write the related multiplication sentence, we'll show that 3/4 is the same as 3 times 1/4. Or another way to look at that is 3 groups of 1/4 is the same as 3/4. Looking at the tape diagram in the next section, you can see we have 5 equal pieces, 2 are shaded. That tells me I have 2/5. As an addition problem showing the sum of unit fractions, that would be 1/5 plus 1/5. As a multiplication sentence, that would be 2/5 is equal to 2 groups of 1/5, or 2 times 1/5. In the next section, we are to write the fractions as the sum of 2 products, sum being the answer to an addition problem, product being the answer to a multiplication problem. There are a couple different ways we can do this. Here I have a fraction that's showing 1 whole and some more. The 1 whole has been broken into 3 equal groups, so I know that each section of my tape diagram is a third. The entire tape then shows 5 thirds. Now I need to show that as the sum of 2 different products. I'm going to write my multiplication problems inside my parentheses, and I've put the addition sign in between them. That shows that I'm going to add the 2 products of my multiplication problems. One way I can show this is 3 times 1/3, that shows this portion of the tape, plus 2 times 1/3. That shows this portion of the tape. 3 times 1/3 would be 3/3. 2 times 1/3 would be 2/3. 3/3 plus 2/3 is the same thing as 5/3. So here I have the sum of 2 products that equals 5/3. In my next problem, I can look at my 1 whole and see that it has been broken into 4 sections, so each unit is a 1/4. Altogether, I have 6/4. Again, I'm going to show that I'm going to add 2 products to get a total of 6/4. Lots of different ways we can do this. I can start by looking at 2 times 1/4. That shows this section. Then to that, I will add 4 times 1/4. 2 times 1/4 is 2/4. 4 times 1/4 is 4/4. 2/4 plus 4/4 is the same thing as 6/4. This is just one way we can show the answer to this problem. And in the last section, it says draw a tape diagram. Write a number sentence showing the fraction as multiplying the unit fraction. We'll start with 4/5. I'm going to show a tape diagram that represents 1 whole, and I'll divide it into 5 equal pieces. And now I need to shade in 4 of the pieces. This is the tape diagram that matches 4/5. Now to write my multiplication sentence using the unit fraction. The unit fraction is 1/5. Again, it's a fraction with a numerator of 1. My multiplication sentence then would be 4/5 equals 4 times 1/5. For the last question, I have 5/8. I'll start with a tape. and this tape represents one whole. I need to divide it into 8 equal pieces, and I need to shade in 5 of those pieces. There's my 5/8. Now, since each unit is 1/8, the multiplication problem would be 5/8 equals 5 times 1/8.